Thanks for your time earlier. This is USP. I thought I would just make this little video to show you how the templates might work and how you would get a usable mailing list out for the shareholders' home address. So I would go to the new search, where basically what you're trying to do is use financial, geographic, keyword, and sector information and combine that with the shareholder information to narrow down to a target grouping. So let's just pick a group of companies, let's say in the abrasives industry, and we'll create a new report for this, just for this demo. And there's the 229 companies in the abrasives industry. Now, if I only wanted to write to people who were a minimum age of 55, let's say, then I would add that criteria and impose that on top of the criteria for the sector. And I could add any combination of financial criteria. There's the estimated turnover we talked about, delta retained profits. Delta net worth is another good one, actually, or delta working capital I've used quite often. But there's basically pretty much anything you can think of you can screen by. And similarly, you could pick regions or councils or counties, or indeed distance from a particular postcode and so on. But let's assume that we've got down to a group now that works for us. So at any point I can view the listing I've got so far just by double clicking, and I'll show all the companies. So let's say I wanted to get out the template data of for this, which included the shareholders. So I would create a new template, and let's have the company name, company number, and then let's take the shareholding information for up to 4 shareholders. You can see it's done in such a way that you would be able to do a mail merge, because each of these selections I'm making now are going to appear in a separate column, and we'll just call this shareholders test export. Okay, so when I've added that, that now becomes a template that I can use for any list that I put in the list view here. So there it is, and I just select it, and it redraws the listing that I've got in that format. So if I email myself this list, that will be a spreadsheet attachment that I can use for any mail merge. And I could have selected any of the data, but you can see that it's done in such a way that you can make a salutation out of it, and you can you've got the address and so on. Okay, so that's the way you would do it for extracting a mailing list. Other mailing lists you can extract. I mean, one of the things I could do is pop this into the CRM, and then from the CRM, these are projects that I've got going here in the CRM at the moment. So there's 404 companies, and I can create mailing lists out of those listings here. I can create it out of any of the listings. I can just create for the directors and whichever address I want and so on. But the best one, the one that people have had most success with, actually, is the shareholders, the main shareholders' home addresses. Okay, hope that helps.